Hey! Hey, 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 hey! What is up, up? What is up, everybody? You guys ready? You guys ready to get some farming done, play some other related stuff, whatever comes along today? Some Final Fantasy XI adventures! Yeah. I mean, it's not exciting, but it's exciting. If that makes any sense, that pretty much sums up the game. It's exciting, but it's not exciting. But don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. It is exciting. It is exciting because it's a fun game. It's a very there's a lot of stuff to do. You're never gonna run out of stuff to do. You're never gonna run out of stuff to do. You know, so it's up to you whether or not. Hey, thank you for the 5 lemons, Davo. Hey, I actually happen to have seen that. I do have the D-Live chat open because it doesn't always translate to Restream chat. Like stuff like the lemons. Thank you for the lemons. I'm gonna make a combustible lemon, and I can't say the rest because I would probably get banned from other platforms. And the reference is to Portal 2 or whatever, I guess. The guy with the lemons. Anyway, yeah, let's get back to farming. I gotta rest. I'm like losing valuable time. Valuable time that could be used making gil, okay? Why not use that time to make actual money, Rebecca? That's a good question. I'm mentally preparing right now for surgery coming up really soon. I'm not going to say when because the internet is a really fucking weird place. I don't know what people are capable of. Let's just kind of put it that way. Pretty much we're just going to be farming right now. I'm just like needing to make some gil, but yesterday I was farming with the Beastmaster here. I made at least 3k from these flytrap leaves. You know, this early on, I'm really not maximizing on gil. I really need to be making EXP, some experience. I really need to be maximizing XP. I'm gonna toss a Chariot Band. I'm not gonna use Chariot Band anymore. I used that last week because I thought I wouldn't be playing very often. Because I was playing retail as well and also taking breaks. But I think I'll switch back to Empress Band because it's just a lot more flexible. It is like 2k less. It is 2k less XP over time compared to Chariot Band. But the thing is, Chariot Band you have to wait like 16 hours between each use, so you'll only be able to use it like 3 times during the week. Anyway, I mean it literally does only have 3. Oh, it's gone now. And that's saved up an inventory slot. We gotta fill up our inventory, so by the time we're done here, we should make some good gil. Plus I have stuff selling on the auction house. So, you know, there's that. I got that going for me. It's a little too loud. Oops! Let's not see party. God forbid we actually get a party invite. I should go Anin. Hey, what's up, Derelith? How you doing today? I'm live again. Welcome back. Welcome back. How are you? Oh my god. Like, oh my god. How are you? It's good to see you, my friend. You're totally my friend and not a random person on my stream. I'm so funny, aren't I? I'm so funny. I'm so funny. Might team up with that white mage. Oops, missed. What the heck? You just hit 45? Oh my god. In the game or in your birthday? Yeah, probably in the game. I still forget who are you also Derelith? Send me a tell. You want to do anything today? I forgot who you were in game. Oh, you're Crimson. Now I remember. You want to do anything? What are you up to? Nin 45, let's go. You want to farm somewhere? Oh, you need to sleep. Okay. That's all good. I'm actually like, I'm feeling in a very streaming mood today, so I'm a little bit kind of silly. Usually, I mean, I could have just logged in and started playing, but I'm like, you know what? I need to, you know, practice good work ethic. Because, you know, I could just be lazy and just be like, oh, I'm gonna farm today, blah, blah, and just be depressed all day. Or I could, like, put on my, my fursona. I mean, that timed really good with the music. I mean, yeah, my persona, not my fursona. I said that totally on accident. It wasn't on purpose. Definitely wasn't calculated. Well, if it was calculated so fast because I am like 9-head brain power. Okay, do you understand? Nine-head brain power. And we're definitely not talking about this forehead. We're definitely talking about brain power. We're not talking about forehead. You know what I noticed? Does Tectone watch my streams? Because he does this thing. Like, he does this thing. I didn't see him do that before. It's kind of cool. It kind of puts some different perspective on the stream. Like, it's like you're watching it from over my monitor, which is literally where... It's like you are my webcam. And you can see all the dust. Yeah, I don't know. Tectone definitely watches my streams. He watches more than that, I'm gonna tell you that. Oh shit, I'm not supposed to leak that. You wish you had that kind of energy? Well, you know, we're all different. I've been, like, you know, we're all kinds of things. Okay, so I've had the energy where I'm just like, fuck, I just want to play video games. I don't care about anything. I hate life. Like, everybody's felt that way. It's normal. Oh wait, it's not normal? Oh shit. Sorry guys, I'll see you later. I have to be hospitalized. Come on. Wait, am I out of sleep bolts? No. No, I'm paralyzed. I'm parabolized. That's a reference to Arthur, a show I watched as a kid. Needs to be sterilized. EW! Oh shit, I hate paralyzed so much. I should have waited 10 more seconds. Oh well. I can't trick attack myself. Why is the music changing so drastically? What's up, David? Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're playing some Final Fantasy 11 today. Farming. It's so exciting. Not really. We're just making some gil. But I'm spending gil. So I'm also making XP. So I gotta spend gil to make gil. Because it's really, I'm trying to get higher level. I could seek party. But why would I want to do that? Yeah, I'm level 37 now, which is good enough for Subjob. But we're going all the way to 75. We're going all the way to the bank to make a deposit. How broke are you? I'm down to 11K, and I got 10K coming in. You still mad at me? Why would I be mad at you? You're just a random viewer. That doesn't mean I'm mad at you. It just means that you're just a person on my screen. I'm sorry. I mean, let's be real. I'm not gonna pretend that I know you. Why would I be mad at you? Just dropped 50K? Well, I mean, it's a good investment. You should have done BCNM for that. It drops from BCNM 30, I think. But sometimes spending the gil is cheaper. You should have done BCNM 30. One of them. I forget which one. Maybe all of them? I don't know. What jobs do you have at level 30? Wait. You're a ninja, obviously. Ninja's good for BSNMs a lot. BSNM 30? Oh, I guess you made Gil on BCNM 30 and then, oh, BCNM 20. Doesn't Dispel drop from BCNM 30? Forget which one. I'm pretty sure it's Birds of a Feather, Petrifying Pear, Dropping Like Flies. Those are the usual ones, the usual suspects. Leaping Boots drops from Petrifying Pear. Or Bounding Boots, rather, on this server. I'm still fuck! Okay, come on, one more chance. Oh no, never mind. It's over. Yeah. Oh, did I accidentally delete my Shadowbind? Or not Shadowbind. Shadow Stitch! Oh, okay. You cried? I got mad at you for what? You would have told you the ending of Event Horizon the movie? I didn't get mad at you. I'm sorry if you cried. I'm so sorry, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm sorry. You gotta get over that. I'm just a person on the internet. I'm not your friend. Please understand that. Nobody who's streaming a video game or anything, nobody who's streaming on the internet is your friend. You know, there's even a video about it. I am not your friend.
What's up? What is up, boys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Look, I know this might be a bit of a harsh title, but I think...
I am not your friend, but... You know... I am a person on the internet that can, you know, possibly make you feel a little bit better about life. You know, because I'm here to basically just do my thing and spread love and positivity. The best I can. And also, you know, I do like, you know, it's not all good times, you know. Okay, let's see if I can actually land a sneak attack with Paralyze on. If I can even do a Sleep Bolt. Jeez. It's all good fun. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what it's for. Unless you're just like, you know, saying that to make me feel better. Do whatever you want. If you're feeling upset, then say it. If you're not feeling upset, then don't say it. Unless you're memeing, then say it. Unless you're making a joke, then say it. Like, do whatever makes you feel. I mean, it's today is your day. Today is your day. Okay, I'm switching soundtracks. This one seems to be like glitched. Or no, am I in? Here, let's do some Final Fantasy VII. Let's get back to that. I was in the middle of the soundtrack. I went back a bit. Because why not? Nick! Checked me. I'm funny? I am so funny. I am entertaining. Self-proclaimed. I'm self-diagnosed as an entertainer. Meow. Yeah, we're just chilling, farming, doing whatever. Yeah, Beast and Red Mage. Beast, Summoner, Red Mage, War. I might do Summoner. Oops. And I would also have to farm the frickin' the quest. And I'm probably literally just gonna do Beast first. Yeah, Red Mage takes a lot of gilda prep. You gotta have like the best gear. Beastmaster, I mean obviously you have to have basic, you know, decent gear. But like, you know, Beastmaster relies on Oh yeah, you're on my stream, right? I'm like replying to you. I thought you were somebody in the link shell. Wait, are you in the link shell? No. Okay. At least don't have equipped. Okay, I think one more and I have to rest. No, I got 364. Okay, like I do not need to worry so much about HP. Oh, you're in side quest. Mystic quest? Mystic quest. Mystic quest. Mystic quest. Mystic quest. Baron plus 1 gear. 1. Plus 1 for 1 defense. Yeah, I do not need absolutely bested slot to do BC&M. Wings of Fury is 50. Yeah, Beastmaster is really good for BCM 20 for sure. Does that drop Bounding Boots? Wings of Fury. Does that drop Bounding Boots? It drops Astral Ring. I don't know. I hate this one. This is like the worst one you could do. Just trying to get Astral Ring. It's like such a. It's like 1 out of 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 1 out of 5 drop tables. It's only 16%. So it has to all. First of all, these are how you calculate the odds of whether or not you should use your seals on a BC&M. There's 5 different drop tables, so you have to actually get one of these drop tables. But not only that, once you get the drop table, you also have the percentage drop. So not only is it 1 of 5, but if you get that 1 of 5, it's only like, it's like 1/6 of a chance to get an astral ring. This is a garbanzo. That's a garbanzo BCNM. Which one does Charming Trio bought? Charming Duo or whatever. None of these drop bounty. Okay, I think it's BCNM 30 only. Yeah, BCNM 20 is kind of a garbage. Is there any BCNM 20 that actually drops something useful? Like not some kind of rare copium for Gil? Because if you're going to get Gil, either get higher level to do higher level BCNMs. Oh, someone's chocobo digging. Either wait till you're higher level to do higher level stuff for Gil, or just farm, or do chocobo digging, or do fishing. Do something that's guaranteed over time, because these low-level things, trying to get quick Gil is not quick. I'm gonna tell you right now, doing Wings of Fury, like trying to get Astral Ring, that's like the worst possible way to make Gil. I'm gonna tell you. You can spend weeks trying to get that freaking drop. Those are weeks that you could have been spent literally just farming, like, first of all, you could have been getting levels, which as you get higher level, you get so much more options for Gil. So literally just leveling up is going to be the best way to make Gil. You know, if you want to get like bounty boots, that's just, you just have to, it's a guaranteed drop out of when it drops. I mean, it says percentage. I'm pretty sure it's guaranteed drop. 1 out of 5, right? For petrifying pear. Yeah, BCNM 20s do not seem, I mean, I guess mannequin body. But like, you know, these things are like freaking, unless you need these weapons. Like if you need these platoon weapons. Like, let's see. What would I need? It's a platoon Cesti. Yeah, it's like low delay damage, right? Or whatever. Am I dead? Oh no, I'm resting. Okay. Yeah, like, I don't know. A lot of these BCNMs are just a waste of time until you can get the higher level. Like, at least BCNM 30 it looks like. For some reason, I thought that, like, BCNM 20 had bounting boots. And I think you gotta do BCNM 40 for Empress Hairpin. You wanted the Astrals. Well, I mean, if you're trying to get Astrals for the Mage, but I mean, you might as well just be better off farming. Like, level up to a higher level job, and then just do something to actually make Gil. And then just buy it off the auction house. It might just be way more worth your time, especially since you're only level 45. You could be spending all that time. Oh, you got 3 of them? Damn, you got lucky. Some people will spend months trying to get those astral rings. Or they'll spend months camping leaping boots. Just for like 400k. Or whatever. Like, you gotta calculate the time that because you have what's called opportunity cost. And I know it looks really tempting to go after NMs, but unless you're going after like the absolute top level endgame NMs, that you're gonna be getting so much gil that you split across like a number of people in your link shell or whatever, or who need items that literal items that they drop like Riddle, that are rare EX and stuff like that. Like, unless you're going after stuff that drops extremely high yield. Like, you do not really want to put in the time to be spending 8 hours a day camping an NM, where you're just standing in frickin' maze, like in not Maze of Shakrami, in frickin' Labyrinth of Nzozo. You're gonna be spending like weeks just standing there, like literally just standing and waiting for an NM to pop, and then you're competing with like 10 other people, right? And literally, like, one of those people is gonna get the NM. And then once they get the NM, it's only like a, what, 10% drop or even less sometimes? You have to kind of put your time into the equation. It's called opportunity cost. And see, like, I'm not making much gil right now. You know, I've made at least 3k just from the fly trap, 4k from the fly trap leaves. Okay? But you understand, I did get from level 36 to 37, and now I'm almost level 38. And that's getting me closer to level 45, which is when I get TH2. 15 minutes to get the BSN. Okay, I mean, I guess. And that also doesn't take into account, like, if you have to wait for people who are getting there. If you wipe, that's also bad. I guess BC&M, I guess, is kind of free drops. So, I mean, BC&M is kind of... This is a bad example because BC&M is like... BC&M is such like a kind of low... I mean, obviously, you're going to lose experience. So if you die, I mean, you risk losing some XP, but that's not too bad. You just get into a party or something. You can get XP back pretty easily. But at the same time... I mean, I guess BC&M is one of the exceptions. But what I'm saying is, I'd rather spend those I'd rather spend those seals on like BC&M 30 or 40. BC&M 20 just seems like it's kind of a waste, because like you're spending your that's it. You might do two runs and get like garbanzo drops, right? Or you could do one BC&M 40 run and and get like some really like better drops on average. Even the worst drops are still better on average than the worst drops on you know, the common drops are still better than the common drops on BC&M 20. So I don't know. I guess it's up to what you have available and what you're willing to do. BC&M 30 is more ways. I mean, I don't want to buy the bounding boots. I'd rather do BC&M 30 for it, because at least then seals are pretty much free. And also, yeah, the BC&M 40 is probably the go-to, and you want to do the one with the heck dies. BC&M 40 and also Worm's Turn. I mean, not Worm's Turn. Royal Jelly's good. Under Observation's good. I don't know about the rest of them. The Worm's Turn is actually a really good one for Black Mage to do. And it's just one, I guess it's unknown groupings. Like, I guess it's just one, like you can get Erase, which is good for White Mage. You can get Refresh, Utsemini. Like, that's where you start getting, like, on average, the better drops. And some of them have drop tables. And I don't know about Worm's Turn. I guess Worm's Turn is just a free-for-all. Because this is based on, let's go back until, because, like, what is it, the history. I guess it goes back to 2000... it goes back to like August 2007, right? Yeah, I think it's just like one drop table, really. From what I know. So I mean, the Worm's Turn might be the best one you could do, but it requires 6 people, so it's going to take a lot longer to do a full run. And you should be doing your orb, your drop. You should never, ever, ever do free lot. Those are your seals. You worked hard to get them. Yeah. Under Observation for Peacock Amulet. Like, that's the reason to do BC&Ms, is to get an actual item that you need, not for guild. I mean, obviously, at a certain point, you're going to already have the items. And so doing them again is like, okay, well, I just want guild now, and I have all these seals. I may as well do them. You know, they're instanced runs, so it's not like you're camp. This is what I like to do for guild. Either farm stuff that's guaranteed, like basically like pretty guaranteed over time. Like it might be in the short term low percentage drops, like Flytrap leaves, for example. They're kind of lower percentage drops, but they're pretty guaranteed over time. Like you're gonna get good drops. But I mean, I'm also, the only reason I'm really here is because I'm also getting XP. Like I'm getting 55 XP a kill or so. But yeah, I mean, yeah. So at least the rare spells. I mean, people are doing it right now. Eventually, people are going to stop doing it as much. But I don't know. You have to look at I mean, you have to pay attention to the overtime kind of things. At the moment, the prices are low. So you might be better off just buying them off the auction house. But if the prices were high, you might be better off using those seals. So if the prices are low, you could store up those seals. And then just use Gil. And then if the prices are low, you can use those seals and just do like 20,000 freaking runs in a row. But then, like, I don't know, you can do a lot of magic. You can send yourself, send yourself stuff like to the delivery box. And you make 2 mules, and you can have 8 slots. Like you have one, okay, so if you have 1 on you on each of your mules, and so you have 3 on you because they're rare, but then you've sent 8 to each of your mules and yourself on the delivery box. But that does mean if you send 8, you have to send 7 to yourself. And then you have at least 1 slot in your delivery box that you can accept gil from the auction house from. And then that means that you can store 8 times 2 is 16. And then you can have 23 plus 3. So you can have 26 copies of the spell across all of your mules. And then you want to sell them at a very slow rate. You don't want to sell them really quickly because it'll drive the prices down. So that's how much you can store at a time. And you want to kind of it's like diamonds, right? Obviously, you know, the diamond companies, they literally are just making it out of like freaking carbon or whatever the fuck they're making. Diamonds are so fucking cheap, but they can artificially raise the prices by keeping by faking scarcity. So if you have too much, you're gonna flood the market, and you gotta really slow it down. So I don't know, there's a lot of strategies to make gil. There's no one strategy fits all. There's no one way to make gil except for fishing. But even fishing, well, fishing and mining and harvesting and chocobo digging and gardening and like I said, there's no one way to make gil. But all of these ways are going to fluctuate based on the economy. The only thing that's really not going to fluctuate is fishing. But that's also a problem because it doesn't fluctuate. If the economy is really freaking like all the prices are inflated, if inflation happens, yeah, if you it's like stocks, right? Like Fortune, like, you know, S&P 500 and all that kind of stuff. If you farm stocks with the rarest, most volatile stocks, like Dogecoin. You know, like obviously it might artificially be inflated sometimes, but then it's most likely it's just going to be garbage. It's like cheaper. It's more. Toilet paper is a better investment than Dogecoin, but at certain points, because of people like Elon Musk, the price of Dogecoin went extremely high, right? And people were able to capitalize on that and make like a ton of money. But as soon as they did, it went right back to garbage. So it's like, are you really going to take that risk on a volatile stock like that? Or what you could do is invest in something like ABC or ABC, or Alphabet. I mean, well, I guess you can invest in ABC as well. But like you've invested in like Alphabet or like or invest in like Apple or Meta. Like you can invest in these kind of what are these blue chip stocks. You don't want to invest in white chip stocks or toilet paper stocks, right? You did Dogecoin and you jump-started your savings. Well, I mean, you're one of the lucky ones. But it's just like, you know, if something is like a 0.0001% drop in Final Fantasy 11, are you really going to invest like 20 months of your time to camping it? Or would you rather camp something that's like basically a more 60% drop, but that gives you like maybe like 200 gil each? But it's like really, really, really consistent. The prices never really fluctuate too much. Like it's basically guaranteed gil. Don't invest in Meta? I don't know. It might be the best time to invest in Meta. Maybe they've been driving their stocks down on purpose by wasting all their money on maybe it's been a huge smokescreen that they've been, you know, maybe it's been a whole maybe it's been a marketing scheme. They're purposely driving their stocks low by investing in like metaverse, so that because they know it's gonna fail, so that the stock's lower, and then they're gonna drop a fucking giant bombshell that they've been working on in secret. And then the prices are going to skyrocket, and then they're going to sell their stocks. Yeah, Beehive chips are really good. I did Beehive chips back in original retail. Beehive chips were really where it's at. because you can farm the hill in North Goosterberg, but even then, there's going to be competition. You have to factor in competition. You have to factor in the current prices of the economy. You can't just say, "Oh, I found this one way to make gil, and so I'm going to stick with it." That's not how this economy works at all. And this is just from me speaking on like very little knowledge on the actual economy. I do pay attention to like the real world economy. But then you listen to people like Ninja, who also played Final Fantasy 11, and he agrees with me. Like, he has the same sentiment about it. About how, like, Final Fantasy 11 is probably the most robust and accurate, like, basically one-to-one accurate version of the real-world economy that exists on a video game. And I'm pretty sure it's true. Because, basically, there's a really robust economy without being overly complicated like other video games can be. Yeah, switch up your items. Yeah, that's how you do it. And a lot of people who've been veterans since the original retail days, we kind of know what's up. And I guess, maybe I should make some guides if I had an editor. If you want to be a video editor, let me know. By the way, did I mod you already on YouTube? Also, I'm also on Twitch in case you want to give me a follow on Twitch, and I could add you as a moderator there. There's very few people that I actually consider are moderator worthy. Oh god, what did I do? Let me rest. Ah! Gotta minimize my chat. Gotta do all this stuff. Okay. Probably safest one to show would be Twitch. Okay. Because the chat at least is like more auto-moderated, I think. I don't know. I was trying to keep that off screen. Yeah, there we go. I just have to... Got a nap before D&D? Oh, nice. You're doing D&D. Yeah, Final Fantasy 11 I feel like is actually like... It's not literally like D&D, but I feel like if you're going to make D&D... If you're not going to... Like, not the, like, one-to-one experience of D&D, but more like what D&D would be if it were, like, I mean, I guess the same, like, kind of, like, level of grind in an MMO that would match D&D. I don't know. Maybe I'm biased just because this is the MMO that I fell in love with. Hey, what's up, Rule of Rose? Welcome to the channel. We're just, my name is Rebecca. Nice to meet you. I don't think I've seen you before. If I have, I'm so sorry. I forgot who you were. I'm playing some Final Fantasy 11, a 20-year-old MMORPG that is, like, still played today. And you know, Diablo 1 is still played today, by the way. You know, I don't believe in a game being irrelevant just because it's old. I mean, look at chess. People literally still play checkers, which is, like, 5,000 years old and, like, one of its oldest versions. You know, it has like the most variants out of any game that's still played today. Like it's so insane how checkers has been. Nice, another fly trap leaf. Yeah, I got 6K at least just from the leaves. I should just single target. I should just focus target them. Except for the tigers. Like the tigers are like, I don't know. I could just pull them away from the tiger. I need to get rid of the tigers because they'll aggro, you know, by sight. Yeah, and you know, I would, and then later levels, I would start farming the orc trap. You know, it's in a different spawn location. Oh, you changed your name? Is it a secret? Am I supposed to be in the dark? Oh, oops, my sneak attack's not ready. Let me just kill it. Yeah, we're just talking about the economy. I mean, Derelith gets it right. Basically, like, I might have a, oof. I might have a, this might be a bad take. It might not be a popular take. But I truly believe in, like, if you're gonna make Gil, unless you're going after, highest level endgame content, most of the time, it's not worth it to camp NMs. It's such a, I mean, it's like gambling. It is gambling. It's gambling. But you're spending your time that could be better used, especially if you're not level 75 yet. The best thing you could be doing on the way to 75 is literally getting yourself to 75. You don't want to sacrifice your mental health for that, though. So don't freaking grind nonstop for weeks just to get to level 75. You're gonna burn yourself out. You're gonna have a really bad time. Not only that, but you're gonna have to like play catch up, which is gonna be really tedious. It's not gonna be as fun as just like taking your time, just kind of, you know, changing jobs, leveling up random other stuff. I played, it took me 4 years or like 3 years to get my first level 75 on Nozomi, but I had a freaking blast doing it. I did so much stuff. I made so many friends. We had so many random moments that you really can't express. Like, it's not really something that you can quantify, right? Like, all those, like, random moments. You were blood crimson? No, it's a different crimson. There's a crimson named Derelith in my chat, who's crimson on the server. Are you crimson blood? Or Blood Crimson? I don't remember. You love Final Fantasy. I do too. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII was like the first Final Fantasy game I ever played. And Final Fantasy XI was the first MMO that I actually played. Because World of Warcraft, I played like the free trial. Hey, Nendroid. I almost called you Mendroid. What's up, Nendroid? How are you feeling? I'm pretty good. I'm just farming and just kind of chilling. I was a little, like, I'm trying not to get too worked up. You know, there's really no reason to get worked up anytime. Bloodspot. Now I remember you. Now I remember you, Bloodspot. Yeah. Did Twitch make you change that name, or? I'm gonna be real with you. Bloodspot sounds like a little bit of a sus name. So yeah, Rule of Rose. That sounds really pretty. I like it. But you know, you do you, honey boo. Seriously though, like, I don't know. I'm there's also going to be a different economy on Horizon because there's a different player base. There's a different kind of player base. There's a lot of new players. People Salami, what the fuck? Why are you so gross? Why are you throwing up? Oh, I accidentally loaded your frickin'... That was dangerous. Why did I frickin' accidentally load your thing? Why are you throwing up, buddy? Okay. Yeah, I'm probably gonna warp back soon. Let me just like kind of, maybe I can get level 38 first. Let's get level 38. And then I'm gonna head back. I gotta level my sub job. It's literally only level 18. At level 38, I'll have an under-leveled sub job. I literally just gotta go level up Monk. I was also leveling up White Mage. White Mage is a good job to have. Yeah, basically, like, there's a lot more stuff you could be doing with your time than just, like, camping NMs. If you're higher level and you really, like, you know, just, like, feel like camping NMs, that's a little different, because you've already, you know, sometimes you just feel like just hanging out, AFKing, maybe chatting on Discord with your friends, and you're just like, hey, you know what, let me go camp this NM that's pretty competitive, and it's a little bit fun to be competitive sometimes. But I feel like if you're only level, like, especially if you're sub level 60, like, there's so much more you need to be doing. You need to be doing quests, you need to be doing missions, you need to be doing, like, you need to literally be getting EXP. You need to be gearing up, like, multiple sub jobs. Like, so obviously you need gil to gear up, right? But a lot of the gear sub 50. Sub 50, a lot of the gear will be useful for multiple jobs. And one thing I will highly recommend you to not do is to sell gear that you've already bought that's really good. Because look at how many jobs can wear Beetle Harness +1 at level 21. Warrior, Monk, Red Mage, Thief, Paladin, Dark Knight, Beastmaster, Bard, Samurai, Ninja, Dragoon, Blue Mage, Corsair, Dancer, and Rune Fencer. And it's evasion, it's a pretty catch-all equipment. Evasion +1, Evasion +1. And then Scentless Armlets, obviously you don't want to sell those. Cotton Headband, you'll keep for like lower levels, but then Empress Hairpin, which is Rare EX, or even Emperor Hairpin, you keep that until you get the Rare EX version. Then you sell the Emperor Hairpin. Like these, I mean, this is why you really don't want that gil eating up. This really you want to replace things with Rare EX items as soon as possible. If they have Rare EX equivalent, and you bought the item because it's a good item, like for example, like buying Emperor Hair, like if you bought Emperor Hairpin or camped it, and you don't have it already, keep it. Do not sell it because it is all jobs, evasion +10. Do you understand how insane that is, especially for soloing and doing anything tough or below? For IT++, evasion is pretty much useless unless you're a ninja and you're min-maxing on evasion. That's about it. Because ninja has the highest level evasion. And plus you got shadows. But usually I think ninja, you're really not going to be relying on, you shouldn't be relying on taking, like obviously. They changed it on this server. I feel like ninja, you should be approaching it more like a solo low man group. I feel like this server is trying to encourage people to do the more fun, and like more social and more fun low man groups. Like up to 4 people in a group, right? And fighting like toughs and below. And just killing a bunch of them. Instead of getting the traditional 6-person party, fighting IT++, where only certain metas work. And I think they are trying to change up the way the meta works traditionally because they've upgraded a few jobs and they've nerfed a few others. I feel like that people need to like kind of reassess their ideas of how the game works, and they should try some different things. And I think soloing and low man group are probably going to be your best bet, especially pre-60, I'm pretty sure. But once you get to level 50, you can do your artifact quests, so you're going to have Rare EX equipment right off the bat, which for some jobs, it's not the best for all situations. And here's the way you need to think about gear in Final Fantasy XI. Clip this, ship it, whatever. The best way you need to think about gear for Final Fantasy XI is as equip swaps. Because what you're going to be doing is you have like 200 different equip sets that you can do. And you can like have, depending on the situation that you're in, whether you're casting a certain kind of magic, whether you're doing a certain kind of monster that you're fighting even, because some equipment is literally so min-maxing that it'll be when you're fighting plantoids at night in conquest areas that you don't control. Did I just say areas? In conquest areas that you don't aren't in your control. Like such like niche equipment that you might even have a specific macro just to use it. And the only time you use it is in that specific situation. And that's the way you should be thinking about equipment. Equipment is not just like a one, there's some equipment that's just good no matter what. Best in slot, period. Not just best in slot for this thing, but just literally best in slot. But like some equipment is going to be best in slot under certain conditions, like if you're soloing easy prey, or maybe you're low man group with toughs or whatever, or even soloing toughs if you're like a beastmaster or whatever. But it won't be but then that same equipment won't be good if you're in a full like IT++ group, fighting specific types of monsters. And people need to stop thinking this way about gear in Final Fantasy XI. That it's like, oh, if I have this piece, then I can just always wear it. Oh, I'm not even going to quest all of the artifact pieces because it's a waste. Get every single piece of artifact you can. At level 75, you're going to upgrade it to 70. You're going to upgrade it anyway. Because, you know, there's once you start doing like Limbus and stuff, I'm pretty sure, you can start, or like Dynamis and Limbus, you can start doing like certain upgrade quests to upgrade your artifact to level 75, and then you're gonna have to quest it again anyway so that you can wear it, and so you're gonna have to actually get the level 60 cap versions anyway for level 60 cap get stuff, because gear scaling isn't a thing here, and so like basically, and I think gear scaling, gear scaling, I don't even think, maybe it changed the stats, I don't even know, but if you upgrade your artifact gear to level 75, like the +1 version of the artifact, it doesn't. You won't be able to wear it in the BCM in the OW, not the OW, in the INMs or ENMs, the level 60 cap stuff. So you always got to think about, like, there's certain situations you're gonna need this gear. And this is why and I did this when I first played the game in the original run through. Do not be tempted to sell gear just because you want to level a different job. Because what's going to happen is you're going to lock yourself out of the job of your higher level job or whatever. You're like, oh, I'm going to level up this sub job, so I'm going to sell this piece of gear. What if the prices skyrocket and you lose value? But not only that, you have to wait for the item to sell, so you can't just switch jobs. Like, what if someone says, hey, this really rare thing that it's really hard to get a group to that you've been waiting for, you see it in a /yell. And you're like, oh god, but I sold that piece of armor. I can't do it. You need to have that armor ready to frickin' go on a second's notice. So you should treat all your armor that's good, especially the expensive ones. You should treat it, unless there's a rare EX version that you can trade it out for, don't ever sell it, because you're going to need it. Treat it like rare exclusive items. And I'm going to tell you, over time, it's going to be a much nicer experience for you. In the short run, it might be very tempting to do. It might be very, very, very tempting to say, oh, I'm gonna level up this other job. I'm not gonna need it for like 40 levels, and then I can just buy it again. And it's like, okay, but then you're gonna be like, you know, in the situation that I explained earlier. But also, you're locking yourself out of the current job that you're playing. You're locking yourself out. You don't have the option, and you're not gonna enjoy the game as much because you're gonna lock yourself into something. Here's another thing. Don't treat the game as only leveling one job and one job only. Unless you're a bard or a corsair. Okay, if you're a bard or a corsair, you can pretty much always play those. And there's a couple other jobs, like maybe paladin or black mage and red mage. Those are the only jobs where you could level those and never level anything else, and you'll be fine all the way through endgame forever. As long as you're in a link shell that needs that. The problem is you only need like one paladin per endgame event. So unless you have a bigger link shell that has multiple groups that do multiple events at once on different rotating schedules or whatever, a paladin is going to be pretty hard to get that slot in. You'd have to get a new link shell every time. So that there are things that are like not so good. Like, even though paladin is like a very much needed position, you only really need one. You only need like one per link shell, really. Maybe 3. You know, maybe you need one a party for certain things. I don't know. I don't even know like what kind of meta you're gonna be doing. But like you really only need like one paladin per link shell if I'm gonna be real. And maybe 3 bards. And like 3 corsairs. And like 3 red mages. And then the rest can be black mages, summoners, dark knights, like warriors, like literally all the other spots are so like interchangeable that like if you pick those jobs, you're pretty much a catch-all. Like, and which is kind of a good thing, and it's kind of a bad thing because it means that there's so many people who can replace you, but it also means that you're not gonna really have to worry about scarcity. Whereas like a paladin, once you get a paladin for the link shell, basically the best geared paladin is going to be like the one that gets used a lot. Unless you have a link shell that's really kind of like focused more on just like having like a decent experience rather than being min-maxing. Which, I don't know, it depends on what your playstyle is. If you want to join a link shell that always tries to get the best in slot gear, that always uses the most sweaty strategies, where everybody has to be like basically like on the dot, on the millisecond meta of every single event, that might be for you. But for the casual gamer who just wants to chill out, socialize, you don't necessarily have to have the absolute top level gear. I mean, first of all, how are you going to get the gear anyway? Like, you have to get the gear somehow, so you're not going to have best in slot gear at the very beginning. Sometimes I just hand out sausages when I'm wandering around. Mario! Yeah, here's the thing. As you level out of certain spots, it's really tempting. I mean, obviously, if you really want to just make things easy, like right now, after this, after I get level 38, I might just like go farm something like super like 2 week, just to make some gil, and you know, because I'm streaming, I can just basically just kind of, you know, go on autopilot in the game. Like right now, I really do have to focus on trying not to die. I might try to team up with this person. Oops. Yeah, I might be able to team up with this person. All right. All right, now we're gonna get some XP. Nice. See, this is what I love about this server with higher population. You know, right now there's like there's pretty much on average about 3,000 people on at any given moment, except for certain times there are less. But like at any given moment, like you might find a Beastmaster to team up with, or you might find someone else around, like just say like, hey, like let's team up. Like that can always happen a lot more. It rarely happened on Nosomi. Yeah, so Thief and Beastmaster really go hand in hand. Not only can like Beastmaster create a tank that I can sneak attack or trick attack, sneak attack that I can sneak attack, trick attack off of, Sada. Or, but also I could literally just, especially level 50 plus when you get Assassin, on this server. I don't remember what Assassin was on, maybe it's the same. I don't know if it was level 60 or level 50 on retail. Maybe it was level 60. So I think they changed it to 50 on this server, which is a lot better. I'm gonna farm up the Crow set for evasion, for soloing and farming. It's not very good. You want to macro out of it. You want to collect enmity when you're doing trick attack, because trick attacks transfers your enmity. So if you have enmity minus gear, trick attack's not going to be as effective for transferring hate, because you want to gain hate. So enmity plus gear, basically. But really, it won't be a real problem anyway, because really, trick attack is less about it's almost like, especially as you get higher level, it's not so much about the hate transfer. It's more about the damage. But even then, like, obviously you want to give hate to like a paladin or something. It's going to be useful. Nice, and he's sub-white mage. Yeah, and using the sleep as a chance to rest up. Kind of min-maxing. When you have like a duo group, especially a Beastmaster, Beastmaster's gonna have like a tank for you. It's like now you basically made yourself into a 3-person party almost. Or basically. But you know, Thief has the extra tools, like I can do acid bolts to weaken defense. It's gonna make things a lot better than, obviously, anything with the second person is gonna be faster. But I feel like, you know, I don't know, some people, they don't really think about these things. And you should always be thinking about these things as a whole. When they, you know, people complain about things, they're like, oh, they nerfed this or whatever. And it's like, you gotta think about the bigger picture. You know, it might nerf certain things, but like, it's for a good reason. Because it's trying to increase the overall experience for other players, and there's like more than one situation. There is no one situation that fits all. There's no one setup that fits all. There's a setup that fits like a very specific thing, like a very specific strategy for like a BCNM or something, but that's only one BCNM, or you know, like there's other BCNMs out there. There's other things out there. And so you're not going to want to get stuck into leveling just one job. And also, it's going to be boring if you get to level 75 and you level up your subjobs and you never get level anything else to 75. Like, you're extremely, like, limiting yourself. I'm kind of going in circles here, so I think that's pretty much all I have to say about that. Hey, Young Serpent, what's up? Yeah, possibly making YouTube content. I don't know. I need an editor. I am notoriously bad at editing. I'm still working on it, obviously, because I have to. Eventually, I have to make actual videos, because that's why I'm kind of standing still on YouTube, and especially as a streamer. If you don't have a YouTube presence, you don't have a stream presence, unless you're one of those rare type of person. Now I gotta sleep this. Yeah, I don't know, potentially making, and people are like way better at making YouTube videos than me. I can't seem to match their style. There's some amazing Horizon XI, like some Horizon play, there's some amazing Horizon YouTubers out there that are making like way better videos than I think I can make, but I'm gonna try. I have a lot of stuff to say that might be better, but like as far as like the video quality goes, I don't really know how to do that. Like I'm trying. But like, you know, like they get B-roll footage, they put like, they did the timing on like, it takes practice, so obviously I just have to like try to do it. There's no real one-way fits all. Like I said, you know, it's like, it's one of these things, I've seen a lot of different styles of YouTubing, so like I think I should just like start doing it, but it's really hard for me to do. To be fair to myself, I really don't think I have the mental capacity right now. I mean the mental bandwidth right now, with all the stuff that's going on in my life. I really don't think that I have the kind of bandwidth right now to be putting that kind of energy into it. So I'm really just trying to relax. I'm not really trying to like grow my YouTube right now. I'm not really trying to really do much of anything. I'm just trying to get through this medical part of my life, which unfortunately, I mean, it would be a lot better. I really enjoy talking to my viewers. You know, I like talking to you, Young Serpent. I like talking to my other viewers, like, you know, on Twitch and on YouTube, you know, but so it's like, but you know, it's, I mean, obviously, if ideally I would have more people chatting. It's not, I don't really care so much about viewers, I care about chatters, because those are real viewers. I care about real viewers, and so anybody who's chatting in my, you know, as long as, you know, obviously don't get banned, but you know, like if anybody's like actually like genuinely chatting with each other or with me, I find that the best part of streaming, because I love chatting with you guys. You know, obviously I'm not gonna like, you know, pressure you to, but don't ever feel pressured to chatting. If you feel like lurking or just, you know, whatever, that's fine. There's always gonna be people lurking in the chat. That's just how a lot of people watch streams. That's fine. But like my favorite part of streaming is chatting with you guys. Because I'm a degenerate internet chatter. Do you understand? Like, that's why I do it. Because I love chatting with people. If it's not with the people, it's about ideas. And I really like talking about certain ideas. There's no reason to use Lamb Chop there. Could have just auto-killed it. Oh, I guess it has a quick recast. Okay. Did they change the recast on it? So just, that's good. That makes it way, because then it's like they fixed the problem. They fixed the problem. The problem with Beastmaster using TP abilities was that the recast was so long that literally no other job except for, you know, other pet jobs. So maybe they changed the thing with other pet jobs too. The one problem that pet jobs really had for attack moves. I mean, at least I don't know what they did with Summoner or Puppet, what they'll do with Puppet Master. But like the problem with Beastmaster in parties. Yeah. Yeah, so like the problem was like literally any other melee job can TP move as soon as your TP's ready. And Beastmaster was reliant on the recast. And so if they fix the recast on that, it means all you have to do is wait for the TP. Or does it not need TP? I don't remember how it works. I don't know. When I level Beastmaster, yeah, like I feel like obviously, you know, it's up to me whether or not I work on content or not, obviously. So I'm doing my thing. I don't need anybody's approval. I don't need anybody telling me what to do. I do sometimes take suggestions, but get some TP really quick before I sneak attack it. That's fine! Sirona. Like Sirona. Jeez. Mario. So yeah, like obviously I'm running my stream. I'm gonna run my stream the way that I run my stream. If I don't really feel like making content for YouTube or whatever, I'm under no obligation. And it does mean that it's going to be a lot harder for me to grow as a content creator. But I'm not really, I mean, as much as it sucks, you know, I'm kind of like, it's just how things are right now in this point in my life. And you know, age doesn't matter. People talk about age. Maybe it matters for certain things. Everybody grows out of that anyway. Whether you're like, if you're like 15, you're becoming a content creator, by the time you're like 30, your entire platform will have already changed. You cannot stick to one style of content forever, unless it's so crystallized kind of content. Like, usually those are very rare. There's certain styles of content that are just always good, like porn and this sounds weird putting these two together, but porn and more like SpongeBob, right? Like more child friendly. The two extremes, right? The adult content and the children's content. That's it. Those are the only two things that will always work, because there's always new children coming in and there's always people who are going to jack off. Let's just be real. I know it's really weird putting those two things that close together. I mean, you know, like any normal person would like not say what I just said, but I said it, okay? And I'm not trying to say anything weird, okay? So shut up if you think that I'm weird. You're the weird one for thinking it's weird, okay? Yeah, so that shut him up. But here's the thing. Most content is, if you're trying to cater towards a certain style audience, that audience is so fickle. They're gonna find the next young person who's doing that kind of content. And, you know, they don't care. I mean, like I said, if it's sexual content, that you can take that to the grave. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Doesn't matter what age you are. 18 plus is the minimum. As long as you're 18 plus. People have tastes for all kind of bodies. So if you're a man, a lot of guys think that they can't do adult work because they think it's only for women. And then a lot of women will think that like, oh, you know, I can't do it because I'm not pretty enough or whatever. Somebody thinks you're really fucking hot. And you should think you're hot. Whether you're a guy or a girl. Okay? You should think you're hot. If you don't think you're hot, you know, like, that's something you gotta work on. You know, it's not about your content. That's about you. You know, so it's like, you gotta have confidence. And the confidence shows through the camera. And it goes beyond just sex work, okay? Like, this goes to any kind of content. If you have that if you don't have confidence in yourself, maybe you can fake it, and depending on how much success you've already had. Like, you know, maybe people who've already had so much success that it's pretty hard for them to fail. I mean, let's go. Let's be real. Let's look at Mizkif. How many times he's been canceled and he still has a career. Being canceled, unless you go to jail, like Andrew Tate, is not going to ruin your career. And even then, some people sell books and stuff from prison, and then when they get out of prison, they have a bigger platform than ever. Although, you have to be able to live with yourself. You have to be able to live with yourself. So that's a problem that goes beyond career. That's a spiritual problem, and I think it's like, I really feel bad for people who don't have a conscience. People who do not try to grow as a person. Like, that's just, I feel bad for them. You know, to them, bad things happen to them. They don't take any responsibility for anything. Like, obviously, there's a lot of things that have gone wrong in my life. A lot of that is not my fault. But there were things that were my fault. And I'm going to own up to that. There's things like, you know, me not making YouTube content to grow. That is on me. It's nobody's responsibility to help my channel grow but me. And I'm not paying anybody to do it, so it's not their responsibility. But if I had the money to afford an editor, I think I would have a better shot. And I would just focus on making content. And then I could have an editor make stuff for me. For YouTube. And I would pay my editor like a certain percentage. Or something. I don't know how I would do it. I think profit sharing. But very early on, I think I would have to go with like flat rates, because I wouldn't want to screw over content. Like if I have like, I only have like 355 subscribers on YouTube. If I had an editor that I paid based on revenue sharing, not even profit sharing, just revenue sharing, that person would make $0 because I'd be making $0. So it would have to scale at a certain point. At a certain point, like if I started getting sponsors and getting ad revenue, and merchandise, those are the 3 giant mega ways of making money. Donations are very good early on, but it's like the most money comes from when you get sponsorships. Maybe merchandise, depending on your business model, and ad revenue, depending on your business model. Some people can't really make ad revenue because they get demonetized more, and their business model is more based on sponsors, possibly. I mean, here's the thing: is if you're not getting ad revenue, it's very unlikely you're going to get a sponsor. But then I don't know. Some sponsors have taken on people like Destiny, of all people, like the most edgy content creator that hasn't been banned from YouTube. Like he straight up he says some edgy shit. I'm not gonna lie. There's some things that I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you saying this, Destiny? Like even for your standards, that's pretty weird. Like, you know, like Destiny has like a different tier level of edginess. But on average, I don't think he's a bad person. I don't think he's even a bad content creator. I think he does a lot of good because he's trying to convert a lot of the really fucked up like more radicalized people on the internet. And this goes for left and right. There's radicalized people on both sides. They're very different. Like the people who are radicalized on the left are very different than the people on the right. But let's be real. Like, let's be real. There's people on both sides that are radicalized and need some fucking, like, reality checks. And I feel like Destiny tries to do that. Whether or not he's successful is, like, besides the point. Like, he's trying to do that. He's trying to have the conversation with people that most people just block. Like, right-wingers, especially. Most people are just gonna not have the conversations. And he's the one trying to have the conversation. Yeah, if he gets sponsors, I think I'm good. Not only that, but you know, I can't rely on this because obviously, if I'm toxic, I'm toxic. You know, if I'm brand risk, I'm brand risk, whatever. But here's the thing. What I got going for me is it's kind of I don't know how this will play out with sponsors. But I feel like a lot of sponsors are trying to give the whole virtue signaling thing. And if by supporting a transgender content creator, they're gonna get some brownie points with the LGBTQ community. So there's that. Like, you know, people are like, you know, literally there's so few of us to choose from who are willing to put ourselves out in the public spotlight. Literally, I don't even have a choice. It's just who I am. It's the kind of person I am. Like, I'm the kind of person who needs to be on the spotlight. Level 38, let's go. Oop. Yeah, luckily we have Beastmaster and Thief. We can either sleep or the beast or the pet can tank it. So that's like the two options. I like to sleep it because then we can focus on killing the first one. Because then we can kill it faster. I like that better. But either works. Yeah, my damage is less damage per hit, and I attack faster over time. But like if I was like a Dark Knight or something, a single melee hit is a big deal. So if I'm taking time to hit a crossbow bolt, that's going to be taking away time from my damage. But a thief, I attack so fast with a knife, and it's less damage per hit, that I can take the time to do a bolt, or like a sleep bolt or something, because that's going to, every single hit is going to be like less meaningful than like hits over time. So I'm going to take a small hit, like maybe like take like a small sliver of health less off of the monster, but then I sleep it and we can survive longer. So that's the cool thing about Thief. I really like Thief. It's really fun to play. You have like extra tools in your belt, especially if you're subbing Ninja, but and sub Ninja is actually, I mean, it might be better for pulling. So I think it's, by the time I get to at least level 50, I think level 50 is when I'm going to level Ninja, because I'm going to start leveling up Subjobs, because that's my first limit break. So once I get to level 50, I need to farm a lot, because I want to get the Crow set for farming, for the evasion, because it has a lot of evasion bonuses from the Crow set. But not only that, I also want to take time to level up more sub-jobs. Like Ninja is going to definitely be a sub-job option for Thief, even with the increased recast. Nice. All right. Yeah, that was nice. Should I use an instant warp? Do I even have an instant warp? You know what? Let's go back to Windurst, because I gotta do, I gotta get a new supplies quest. I gotta get a new supplies quest anyway. Because it's a new week. I don't even know what Windurst has. Wait, where's the... I went the wrong way. I don't think I wasted Flea, but basically wasted Flea. Yeah, I didn't even bring... Oh, I do have an instant warp. I don't want to waste it. 750 or whatever. Wait, where is the... I don't have the actual full map. That's... Where the hell? Oh, it's northwest. Okay. It's just like hard to see anything. And I mean, I could probably still have one level here and still get XP, but I'm not really wanting to farm right now. Let's I need to level up my sub job. Oh, I'm gonna aggro. Oh wait, did they blood aggro too weak? Cool. Oh, that one did though. At least that's a mage, so I can outrun it. I'm also gonna run through the Fungawar though. Oh, perfect dodge is gone. Oh. We might be donezo. No, I got enough HP, and you know, I got evasion. Still don't have a freaking Empress hairpin. I need to get that Empress hairpin. Okay, these are too weak now. Good. I'm not gonna aggro. But yeah, the skeletons are a little higher level on average. Yeah, once stuff starts getting too weak, you really don't want to be farming them unless you're farming a lot lower level than you, because then you're gonna survive longer. It's gonna be faster. So either you fight easy preys, decent challenges if possible, or you fight stuff that's a lot lower level than you, because then you're gonna get a lot more gil over time. Like if I went to North Goosterberg or Gideus or somewhere to farm bees, rather than trying to target easy preys to also get some XP, like, there's lots of different ways that you can make gills, so, you know, there's a lot of stuff. But yeah, trying to hire an editor right now is not really feasible for me. I don't really know how to make content. I've been working on it, but it's just like, I just don't really know how. It's not a skill I have. Video editing is really hard, and that's why it'd be better if I could actually pay someone to do it. Because then I can be min-maxing. I could focus on just doing my thing. Which apparently, I don't know, a good editor could probably find ways to make content for me. With all the stuff that even happens on accident on stream, of the stuff that I talk about, maybe I need to have a lot more confidence in myself. Camera stopped? Did it? Oh god, I'm sorry. The camera every now and then just fucks up. God damn it. Oh god, it unplugged. It unplugged entirely. Oh, because I pulled on my controller. Thanks for the heads up. Yeah, I wouldn't have known. Unless I checked it again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi! Welcome back. I know you're probably lurking for a while. Good to, you know, like I said, I don't always require my chatters, like, you know, lurking is perfectly acceptable, you know. Obviously, nothing I say or do is going to change how you use the internet, okay? Like, let's be real. But what I'm saying is basically, like, I don't like to put a lot of pressure on my viewers. If you guys like to chat, that's fine. I really like that. I really like chatting with my viewers. In fact, I don't care. Like, obviously, it'd be nice to have the numbers of viewers for, you know, for money purposes. But I feel like, oh, hey. Galga sausage. Having my viewers actually to talk to is like more meaningful to me. Oh, is he fishing or farming? Who knows? I also need to restart the game because it's gonna crash when I open up anti-micro. Because right now I'm using a controller that's, I mean, unless my PS2 adapter came today. So I might go check the mail. I might be able to swap controllers right now. But at the very least, I'm gonna have to crash the game in order to. Well, I'm just gonna log out. I'm gonna log out and because I can't auto run. Oh god, I went the wrong way. I can't auto run with in this setup because the left button on this controller is messed up. Plus, the cable keeps disconnecting. So I got a PS2 adapter, and so I can actually use a PS2 controller, and I can have the original controller feel of my original playthrough in Final Fantasy XI, like the original days. Because I have some PS2 controllers that are just sitting there. Hopefully not broken, because they have been collecting dust. I'm going to have to clean them off. And we're going to do that on stream. But yeah, it's like I really like hanging out with my chatters and just like, you know, just having a good time. That's what the internet should be for, is literally just kind of, you know, obviously there are times that we have discussions that slip into, I mean, that are kind of bleed over into real life, like, you know, more political discussions or, you know, stuff like that, or just, you know, discussions about, like, I don't know, like stuff that applies to real life, or just, you know, stuff when I talk about mental health, or my I kind of also use my platform as a personal diary, kind of, not really, but like kind of. You know, let's be real. It's part of my image. It's part of my brand. It's like literally, it's just not a one-to-one copy of myself, because that would be way too much. And I don't think that's healthy either. But it's kind of like I put myself out there in a very public way, and it's not too different from the version of myself that I put in public settings, in more public, kind of more entertaining settings. Like if I'm like entertaining, like if I was on stage, right? Like if I was doing like stand-up comedy, which is another thing I really want to work on. Actually having comedy, like actually write some comedy routines. Like that would be interesting. It's a really hard thing for me to do, but that's why I would want to work on it, is to get better at it. Yeah, lurking emote. Yeah, for real. Lurking is perfectly fine. You know, and also it doesn't get me. I mean, obviously, I'm not really at a point where streaming helps me grow. Maybe one day that'll happen. It's not going to really happen, because unless you're already like, even like depending on the category. If it's a very small category, then maybe even like 50 viewers can be enough to put you on top. But at that point, how many people are actually watching? But at the same time, I believe in quality over quantity. Because if I'm having people in the chat that actually like truly believe in me and actually truly want to engage, I don't care if I have like 10 people, like even one person in the chat chatting with me. That's meaningful to me. And some people might argue that it's not. It's meaningful to me, and maybe people think that's pathetic. Maybe people think I'm a loser. I know who I am. I know I'm not a loser, so I don't care what those people think. I don't think I'm a loser at all. In fact, like I'm doing things that successful people do, and I'm just not successful. That's the only thing that's like, I mean, there's a lot of things factoring into that, but like, you know, that's the only difference between like somebody who's like I'm doing the actions of someone that are more common. Oh, I only get Zeta. I'm gonna have to chocobo there. Should I chocobo from? No, I should chocobo from here because it's cheaper. Yeah, one day I'm gonna get more viewers, but it's not gonna be something that happens on Twitch. Unless I get an organic growth campaign across Discord and my viewers. But I'm not gonna put that kind of pressure on you guys. I don't want to ruin what we have by making you part of my team. You're not my personal army to go out and help me grow. But if you know, obviously, I don't even know if that would really work. But if, you know, like if you have like, you know, people you know that might be interested in the stream, like on social media, you know, maybe pass them my link, you know. But that's about it. I'm not gonna make my whole stream about that, 'cause that's not good. That's not a good vibe. It's not a vibe I want to be putting across. I don't want to be making a vibe where people are like feeling like they have to help me grow. And like, hey guys, let's get 100 followers. I know a lot of people do that, and sometimes that's kind of their vibe, and some people are into that, and they like the hype train and all that, and they want to get affiliate. I de-affiliated on purpose, so that I can multi-stream and also not be like, I don't want people giving money to Twitch when I'm not big enough to even get a payout in most cases. Like sometimes I'll go months with, like when I was an affiliate, I would go months sometimes without getting a payout. They did lower the payout threshold, But it's still like I would need $50 for my viewers and they only pay out 50%. That's wasting your guys' money. I don't want to incentivize wasting people's money. I think that's a waste. Like that's a terrible vibe. I don't want to have that kind of vibe here. I don't want to be going like, hey guys, let's get 100 subscribers. That's not content. I'd rather just have a chill hangout spot where people can talk about whatever they feel comfortable with, where as long as they're following like basic I need to log out because I need to do the thing where I need to start anti-micro. And I'll whenever I certain programs if I I don't know why it said saxophone to that person. What the fuck? Never mind. It's an inside joke. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I just. What's up? What's up, Weed the Terrible? What's up, Weed the Terrible? That's a fun emote. That's a fun emote. Thank you. I didn't know I was muted. Yeah, so I got my PS2 converter. It's like this Japanese thing. So I can connect the PS2 controller to USB instead of using a USB 2 or whatever, a micro USB or whatever the fuck it's called. So I can connect a PS2 controller to my computer. At long last. Long fucking last. Use an actual controller. Which one am I gonna use though? That one. Here we go. This one, I don't even think it's that dirty. Oh no, this one's missing the cover. Oh god, that's no good. This is the midnight blue see-through one. Let's just see if it works first, and then I could try the other one. Okay. Okay. Is there a way to... Does it install itself? Or does it work as a DS? Okay, maybe I can. We need to figure out how to install this. Innovative brand. Okay. I guess it's not plugging and playing. Oh, I have to... Maybe? Might have to restart my computer. You never know. Let me go into the settings, control panel. Device manager. Let me Google it really quick. USB to PS2 converter install. No, not USB/2. PS2 converter setup. I need to get a special driver? Oh, it uses X360 CE, okay. Okay, so it just uses Xbox 360 CE. There we go. Let me just download the latest version. Download for all games. You should be banned from all games. Now where's my other one? I gotta find it. Am I okay? Am I okay? Yeah. I'm just trying to find a PS2 controller. I'm trying to get this PS2 controller converter to work. Although the little cover on this one fell off, so I'm trying to find the other controller. But let's get it to work first. Let's get it to work first. Oh, is it like continually refreshing? Oh! It's like intermittently connecting. Oh! This one is still on. Maybe if I connect it directly, it'll be better. You thought I was sick? Why would I be sick? What do you mean? Why do you think I was sick? Okay, let's... Game controller. Oh god. PlayStation 2 DualShock controller driver. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I'm setting up this controller really quick, so. What is doing that? Is it? What was it? VID. What is happening? Oh. Oh, there it is. Dual shock driver. That's what it's called. Oh, it has a... It wants me to use a QR scanner. QR scanner. Windows. It wants me to use a QR scanner for my PC. What? No, it... How do I scan a QR code on my PC? Windows S, type camera in the search box. Okay, camera. And I gotta use virtual camera. Wanting to use the... Why? I need to delete animes. Like, what the fuck? Try doing this VTuber thing. It was bullshit. Let me just uninstall that shit. Maybe that'll fix it. Yeah, it's complicated. It's just one of those things where it's just kind of annoying, but I'll get it. Don't worry. Oops. How do I switch cameras? Why can't I select which camera to use? Can I do it with the Elgato? Elgato camera hub scan QR. Scan QR code on internet with webcam. Okay, here we go. Wait. I don't know if to scan using your webcam's QR code. I should probably not be showing this. I mean, just in case it's bad, it's something bad. Like, needs to focus. Let me just scan it. God damn it. Let me just do it on my phone. Then maybe it just gives me to a website. Like, and then I could just type it in. Like, Jesus Christ, dude. So freaking weird. They want me to get the driver from a QR code. So freaking weird. And I gotta like type it out because I gotta copy paste. I gotta copy paste the freaking thing so I can type it out from the phone to my keyboard. It's got like one of those really complicated freaking URLs. Jesus. Okay, hopefully I typed it in correctly. Copy it first. Okay, oh god. Oh god. Oh, I typed it in wrong. Okay. Oh no. Can I, like, email it to myself? God damn it. Okay, let me email it. I downloaded it. Now I can email it to myself. Okay, good. Okay, I have to email it to myself. Jesus. Jesus! So annoying. Just to get this thing to work. Why is it not sending? Failed? Oh, what I can do is I can copy the link. Here we go. Yeah, I must have copied it in right. Yeah, I can just email me the link. Okay, now I can download it. Now it's installing. I have to install DirectX 7 or above. Uh-oh. Okay, it's complete. Hopefully it's actually working. Oh, did I? Yeah, it works until I plug something in, it seems. Oh, God. I think I have to restart.